The UK is famous for technologists such as the Queen, Ada Lovelace, Alan Turing, and Sir Tim Berners-Lee, to name a few. We've built Mo Vidium in London, where some of the most celebrated creative agencies in the world call home. Today is a very big day, as it's our global launch, and we're delighted to share our story with you here at aws-reinvent. Let me introduce to you our platform that reimagines the way film is created.
Mo Vidium is reimagining the way films are created. We are a creative network that allows brands, agencies, and filmmakers across the globe to connect, collaborate, and create incredible films. You can search our extensive global network to identify the best fit for your project. All our users are able to develop profiles for free, opening up endless work opportunities. Take the stress out of filmmaking with Mo Vidium's project management features that streamline the production process from concept to completion. Manage multiple projects at the same time and coordinate all your communications in one place, meaning you spend less time organizing and more time creating. Throughout the entire project, feedback can be tracked and tasks assigned, ensuring projects deliver seamlessly, on time and on budget. Once everyone's happy with the finished film, the business meets their objectives, the project team is credited with the work, and client testimonials help build stronger profiles for everyone. That's filmmaking happiness all around. To find out more, join us at movidium.com.
Thank you. I'd also like to thank Werner and the AWS team for hosting our launch announcement. Mo Vidium fully utilizes the AWS product stack, which has been a total enabler for us to realize the full vision, scope, and scale of the Mo Vidium project. So what is Mo Vidium? Mo Vidium is a professional creative network and project management application for filmmaking. Our aim is to reimagine the way films are created, allowing brands, agencies, and filmmakers across the globe to connect, collaborate, and create remarkable films. From Hollywood feature films through to the simplest marketing communications, Mo Vidium is a solution for filmmakers and those seeking to create films with remarkable people. There are two core elements to Mo Vidium: the professional social network built for the global industry, for enabling filmmakers to showcase their portfolios of work, interact with each other, or be found by commissioners. And then there's the project management features that streamline the process of production from concept to completion. We've put creative people at the center of a feature-rich ecosystem designed for the smooth production of film and video across the globe. So what do we believe? Well, we believe that stories make us human. Great stories have worked since the beginning of time. They are powerful narrative ideas that capture the attention and create an emotional connection. We're exposed to an increasing number of stories, all competing for our interests, and film holds the key to cutting through the clutter. We believe that disruption and creativity are two sides of the same coin, and that by harnessing the power to reshape and remold, we can hope to unlock the full creative output of the global filmmaking community. Having fluid processes to find creative teams, build projects, and deliver remarkable films is an essential part of business today, and Mo Vidium enables this seamlessly. Mo Vidium co-founder Alex Vera and I have been creating films for brands and businesses for over a decade. We've been immersed in the processes of production for a great number of FTSE 250 and Fortune 500 companies. Things have changed in that period, but now, with the help of Amazon, are changing faster than ever before. So who is Mo Vidium for? Mo Vidium is for anyone in business, anyone here today. Brands, agencies, filmmakers all have a place on the platform. You might be a filmmaker wanting to be commissioned, so you'll have a profile. Or you might be a brand or an agency using our search feature to find the most creative talent for your new client brief. Or you just might be a business wanting to find the perfect team to tell your unique message. With our growing community from 178 countries around the world, we believe Mo Vidium can become the #1 destination for filmmakers to be commissioned. Whatever your role in the process, a profile on Mo Vidium will help you connect and engage with the global filmmaking community. With AWS, we have a technical partner who assists at every level with our technology. User files, images, documents are all hosted on S3, as well as the transcoded video from the Elastic Transcoder. Our scaling is managed by Amazon load balancers, and the AWS interface and dashboard gives us immediate metrics on our analytics and core systems infrastructure. It's been incredibly dependable and gives us the technology to underpin a truly creative and global solution that sits at the heart of film and video production. So what does it mean for tomorrow? Well, it means making it easier to find and hire the best creative talent for your brief, irrespective of location, and collaborating with them instantly. It means managing projects to a schedule and a budget on a trusted transaction platform that lets you negotiate, pay, and be paid. It means the entire universe of filmmaking in one place. So we're dreaming of what filmmaking looks like tomorrow. And whatever that is, there's one thing for sure. There's a whole lot more films being made, and we want to help you make them. So we're offering attendees today 2 months free of project management with the unique key, AWS 2015. Thank you, and I look forward to connecting on Mo Vidium.
Thank you, George. Very interesting. Much of filmmaking is a collaborative process.
Yes.
Yeah, and so you have many of these. So, but also selecting particular filmmakers is a very unique. How do people select which filmmakers to go with? Is there an ability for doing portfolios and things like that?
Yes, absolutely. So the filmmakers will have a portfolio site, and you'll query the search, query the search things. And so say you're looking for a snowboarder on Whistler Mountain.
Yeah.
So you'll type snowboarding filmmaker, and the map will populate with multiple options that live near Whistler, that have that camera equipment, and there might be an option for you to shoot your film.
Okay. Tell us a bit about, I don't know how technical you are, but I saw one of the things there.
Not as technical as you.
Oh. Not really sure how to interpret that one, but okay, good. I saw you have a microservices architecture, and
Yes.
use Lambda in that. Tell us a bit about exactly how you're using Lambda there.
Well, I think the Elastic Transcoder is the most interesting part of Mo Vidium, because the issue for us there is that we get a lot of users firing video files at us, and they want to put them up in the revision feature. And so we've been working really closely with AWS to work with video codecs, so we can actually receive as much as we can from the user community.
Okay, and so this is a pure marketplace. So I assume your monetization model is really you take a percentage of sort of the money that is flowing there.
Well, there's a couple of revenue models. I mean, there's a subscription for visiting the project management tools. So the profiling side of it is completely free to filmmakers to come along and build a profile, connect, and interact with each other. But once you hit the project management tools, it probably means there's some work coming in. So there's a subscription process, and also
for the filmmaker.
Yes, exactly,
Yeah,
to enter the project management tools. And then there's a subscription commission if you're paying people through the system. So you might be paying a director, paying an editor, paying a producer, or a drone pilot.
Okay, it's cool. Thank you very much.
Thanks very
it's
much.
Great success with your business.
Pleasure. Thank you.
I'd like to invite Dan Carnes on stage to talk about Prairie software.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So my name is Dan Carnes, and I'm the CISO of Prairie Cloudware, and I'm here to talk to you about how we're leveraging AWS services to build an innovative, secure, cloud-based payment solution. So the payments industry is very hard. It's especially hard for startups because there's lots of regulation and there's lots of concerns about security and privacy, and that's rightfully so. And today, more than ever before, people are concerned with the protection of their money as well as their identities. And governments are trying to react with this by increasing penalties for the accountability on breaches. And at the same time, technology is progressing. So we're having a lot more mobile device usage. We're having the Internet of Things coming up. And we're also seeing changes to the underlying regulations regarding payments. Some of you might know that. EMV is coming to America. So with all of that combined, we at Prairie Cloudware have called that the perfect storm. And for us to be able to weather the storm and protect consumers and merchants and the financial institutions that back the payments industry, we needed to embrace both the innovative technologies as well as some of the key components of the existing payments rails that we use today. And we did that so that we would get the maximum use out of our solution, which would in turn create better protection for everyone. And we call our solution the Digital Payments Guardian, or the DPG for short. And the Digital Payments Guardian is basically a gateway that connects payment wallets with shopping applications, banks, service providers, and processors in such a way that all of them receive benefits from the solution. Consumers are given an optimal mix of security and compliance and convenience. And the financial institutions are given the means with which to deploy new and innovative technologies around digital payments, but they get to use their existing payment channels, such as their mobile banking or mobile payments applications. It also helps out the merchants because they no longer need to have access to the sensitive consumer information. They're able to make a payment without having access to your credentials. So to do this, we knew we had to embrace innovative technologies, and that's why we chose AWS. AWS allowed us to differentiate ourselves on several levels. The four most important were scalability, reliability, security, and cost. So scalability is really important in payments because it's a volatile industry. You have to be able to expand and contract with your consumer usage. And for us, that meant utilizing Amazon's Route 53 in conjunction with auto-scaling groups and elastic load balancers to ensure that our services were able to expand horizontally and vertically. And in the payments industry, reliability and high availability are kind of like table stakes. You can't get in without it. So for a startup, that's generally very hard to do. But for us, Amazon made it easy. We were able to deploy our application across multiple regions using multiple availability zones. And we couldn't have done that without them. But deploying infrastructure in your applications, that's just the beginning. You have to be able to manage it. And the manageability came in very easily with us through the use of AWS's APIs and access to the console for such things like cloud search and config and cloud trails. And utilizing these, we were able to achieve security beyond compliance. And speaking of security, it's obviously at the forefront of most companies' thoughts these days, and rightfully so. For us, that meant starting with a base layer, and that means deploying into a private VPC, and then leveraging security groups and instance roles and other network configurations to encapsulate our microservices so that we could ensure that each component had least privilege. On top of that, we were able to layer industry standard web application firewalls and intrusion detection and other components to ensure that we had a really secure solution. So our solution is designed around the payments industry, but the lessons we learned and the techniques we applied are useful for everyone in AWS. And we designed our solution in such a way that anyone that was interested in a security would be able to take advantage of it and leverage our solution to improve their own. So in summary, over a period of less than a year with a very small team, we were able to deploy a very powerful payments instrument into the cloud for the cost of less than 1 month of traditional hosting in a traditional data center. And we couldn't have done that without Amazon's help. So today I'm here to announce the release of the DPG 1.0 for general availability. And to mark that occasion, we're going to give away free access to our internal best practices documents that allowed us to achieve a high level of security and scalability. For the first 3 people or groups that download the document, you'll get 8 hours of free consulting with our engineering staff. And if there's any financial institutions attending AWS reInvent this year, if they sign up for the DPG, they'll get their first 3 months of service for free. Thank you.
Dan, that's an amazing offer. Thank you for actually sharing your knowledge with others. The payment space is really hard.
It's very hard.
As you know. But there's also quite a few young businesses in that space. I mean, Stripe, Adyen, others. So how do you compete with them? What makes your solutions unique versus theirs?
So I think one of the things that makes our solution unique is that we are working with all of the players in the market. We're working with the financial institutions, consumer-driven, and as well as with the issuers, so that we can kind of help right the situation that we have right now, where your credentials as a consumer are spread all over the place. And so by working with the issuers, we're able to keep your credentials back at the bank, to issue a token that the merchants are happy to take to make the payment. It reduces risk for everyone, and it makes your user experience that much more clean and enjoyable. And it reduces the risk that someone's going to steal your credentials and use them later on, which, you know, your user experience doesn't just end with that payment. So I think those are the things that differentiate us.
One of the hardest things, at least at Amazon, I've always found that is to do payments internationally. Which actually just explodes the whole complexity space.
Right.
Are you purely focusing on the US or on a particular geography, or are you launching internationally as well?
Right now we're US, but we are talking with the associations about some potential international use cases, and I think that they're excited about our potential there because we are able to scale and we are able to deploy our solution as we've tested across multiple regions, including those that are outside of the US.
Okay. With that, Dan, thank you very much for your launch.
You're welcome.
Great offer. Take these guys' offer up on if you are indeed in the financial services industry. I think just really being able to learn from some of your peers, and so it's a great offer to actually share their experiences with building secure systems on top of AWS. I'd like to invite Bastien Mourzeau on stage, from Predisys, who's going to talk about their new business.
Thank you. Bonjour. Hello, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here with you today for the Amazon reinvent conference. First of all, I'd like to ask you a quick question. Would anyone know where this is? Anyone? No? It's actually my apartment in Paris. But what you don't see here is me running around, jumping up and down, going, yes, on a été sélectionné, super. But why would you do that? You're thinking, okay, picture this. I'm in my apartment, sitting in the middle of the night, and I receive this email from Amazon saying, you've been selected for the startup launch at reInvent. Wow, that's fantastic. So I'm waking up my wife, and I think, should I call my boss? So this is Jean-Louis, my boss, and he was very excited to hear about this fantastic news. So I bet anyone knows where this place is. So we're here in Vegas, and we are very excited to be here. You know, we are a techie startup from France. So I'd like to introduce you to our pride and joy, Transporter. And first, I have a dramatic announcement to do today. And big news, we are now available in general availability. And the beta period is over. We had great feedbacks from our early adopters. They've done an amazing job, so thank you a lot to all of them. And without any further wait, I'd like to present you Transporter.
You're working hard, spending thousands a month to increase the awareness of your application and attract new users. Your acquisition looks great. Uh-oh, hold on. It looks like you're filling a leaky bucket. Users are fading away at each step of the funnel, which is driving your customer acquisition costs through the roof. Who will churn next week? What is driving user abandonment? What shall I do next? Don't let those questions haunt you. Take the guesswork out of retention marketing. Your perfect companion for proactive customer success, ChurnSpotter tells you exactly which customers to focus on each day and lets you trigger optimal retention actions. By detecting early signals of user disengagement and churn, ChurnSpotter puts you in control with smart and actionable insights that drive revenue generation and growth. Powered by disruptive machine learning, ChurnSpotter is set up in no time and delivers timely and accurate predictions straight into your favorite customer engagement platform. Don't wait to boost your business KPIs. Join us now at churnspotter.io for a free trial.
Yep, so we'll get to your exclusive offer in a few seconds. But first, what we built for ChurnSpotter is a machine learning-based customer retention service, which helps you to target your at-risk customers, so the one you're going to have your service. Obviously, I could speak about ChurnSpotter all day, but I think the best way to discover ChurnSpotter is to hear about our early adopters, what they have to say. First, what they see, it's a 40% churn reduction. So let's take Box of Ads. They are a tech startup in Europe building a tool for PPV for marketers and media buyers. They were losing paying customers. So ChurnSpotter, by connecting to their Kissmetrics data, helps them to identify which of their paying users were going to leave in the coming days. And ChurnSpotter pushed those predictions to their Salesforce account. So their account manager could reactivate with these users before they leave the service. Another happy early adopter is Jellynote. Jellynote is a French small startup building an amazing music app which helps you learn how to play music. And they had the same issue. They were losing customers as well. And ChurnSpotter, by connecting to their mixed panel data, helped them to boost their retention campaign by 67%. So obviously they were very happy. And what they say about ChurnSpotter is that it was fast, accurate, and it helps them to pinpoint which of the users were leaving and the reasons why as well. I'd like to share with you what's happening now behind the hood. When we started building ChurnSpotter, we've looked around for cloud providers, and we had two big constraints. The first one was we had to be fast on the market. And the second one, that we had a limited technical team to handle the infrastructure. So we've selected Amazon Web Services, and without any doubt, we made the right choice. It provided us everything we needed to build ChurnSpotter, and it is now deeply integrated inside its software components. It's part of its DNA. One of its main services is EMR, and it's also one of my favorites. At any time, we can get as many EMRs as we want, of any size, and this guarantees the high performance of ChurnSpotter. I'd like to do another announcement too. Today, I can announce that ChurnSpotter now supports Redshift. I'm really excited about this news because it's opened up new opportunities for our customers, but also for ChurnSpotter itself. Before leaving you, I'd like to leave you with a little souvenir from France. So here's your exclusive offer. If you want to help your customers to grow their business, or if you want to grow your business as well by predicting customers' behavior, try ChurnSpotter for free today. Your next 60 days will be completely free of charge. All you have to do is very simple. Go on churnspotter.io/reinvent, sign up. Very, very simple. So stop losing your customers today. Thank you. And vive Las Vegas!
Bastien, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a hard problem to solve.
Yeah, it's a hard problem.
Because, but often, I mean, you can imagine that for, let's say, for an e-commerce site, the reasons for churn are radically different than that for a music site.
Yeah.
So how do you build the uniqueness into your service so that you can actually address
any
this?
type. So basically what we have, we don't need to understand your data. Our machine learning algorithm will do that for us automatically. So we can understand any kind of issue and we can predict any kind of event.
Wow, magic.
Magic. Yeah.
It understands any
It's
type of
magic.
data.
Yeah.
So you've built your own machine learning service.
We've been our machine learning service. Yeah.
Would you be ever able to use the Amazon machine learning service, which is still a simple machine learning service, but is that something that you could use?
That's something we could, look at for sure. Yeah.
Good. With that, thank you very much.
Thank you,
on the
Werner.
launching here, and success with your
Thanks a lot.
return spotter.
Thanks. Thanks.
I'd like to invite Dhruv Jain on stage of Ops Clarity to talk about their new product.
Thanks, Werner.
Pleasure. Thank you,
for
Jain.
having us here. Hello, everyone. Today, I'd like to introduce you to Ops Clarity and our vision for a new data-driven approach for managing web-scale operations. We've seen machine learning, large-scale analytics transform our daily lives. As consumers, recommendation systems from Amazon tell us which products to buy. Intelligent mapping systems tell us the best routes to take, all in real time. And businesses are making better, faster decisions, serving their customers better, thanks to intelligent software that leverages advanced analytics and visualizations. So why is operations a decade behind in adoption of these innovations? That's the driving idea at Ops Clarity. What if we applied these technologies to IT operations? At Ops Clarity, we think of operations as a big data problem. And we're all about bringing these innovations from search, recommendation systems to the operations world. To that end, we've pulled together a team of top-notch data scientists, large-scale systems engineers from Yahoo, eBay, Google, etc., and paired them up with operations and systems experts to build a new generation, a new breed of intelligent software that will transform operations as we know it. Today, I'm extremely proud to show off our first product. It's an intelligent operations monitoring platform. This platform brings together innovations like a sophisticated real-time streaming engine, innovations in data science, and really novel data visualizations, all engineered specifically for the operations domain, and designed to enable every organization achieve the level of operational sophistication that today is enjoyed by just a handful of web-scale giants like Amazon or Netflix. Great products start with great user interfaces. And operations software is long overdue for innovation and visualizations. Maps, an incredibly complex data set, yet presented in a very simple and intuitive fashion. Well, what if all the data in Google Maps was presented to you in charts and tables? Useless, right? Well, that's the world we live in operations. And so imagine if you could visualize all your operations data in a layered, contextual view like a map. Let me give you a sneak peek at how we do just that. At Ops Clarity, we believe in automated detection, configuration, and data synthesis. We go way beyond showing you raw data with basic graphs. We actually convert it into insights and present it in context automatically. It starts with a hierarchical view of your entire topology, from the data center to the application service topology, down to the hosts in each service, all automatically detected. On top, we have the health overlay on each service and host, like traffic overlaid on the map. With this visualization, you have a single view showing the health of your entire system, helping drive your focus on what's important instead of reacting to every alert. Our hyper-interactive user interface is built for rapid event and resource correlation, like seeing the accidents and diversions on the map. Then there are advanced statistical features that you've always wanted, like anomaly detection to improve signal-to-noise ratio in alerting, automated baselining, and even an advanced event prioritization framework to manage alerts. One of the cool features that you'll really love is the DVR mode, where you can replay the entire system state over time to see the events and issues cascading through your application for rapid root cause analysis. And yes, you definitely have full fidelity of information, with all your metrics and events accessible at any time with pre-configured, curated dashboards.
We're incredibly proud of what we've built, not just because it's beautiful and amazing, but because of the impact we know it will have on our customers' operations. Our beta customers are running anywhere from tens to thousands of machines, and they're loving what they see. Not surprisingly, they all use AWS. There's several reasons why AWS is the platform of choice for us. First and foremost is the tremendous ecosystem of customers, vendors, all on the same platform, free data transfer, security, etc. And then there are all the services that Amazon provides that really help us develop and innovate faster. But we're also trying out some of the newer services like Kinesis and machine learning. And finally, for our customers, our hierarchical topology discovery that includes all your AWS services, enriches it with CloudWatch, CloudTrail data, gives our customers unprecedented visibility into their environments, all in one place, in context. And so I'm thrilled to give an exclusive offer to this special AWS family. Try us out. Sign up for free at this URL. And we'll be around after this session. We have a table here as well. Come see us. See us at the Developer Lounge tomorrow. We'd love to share more with you about what we've built. As a parting thought, a reference to one of my favorite science fiction books as a kid, 2001: Space Odyssey. Imagine a world where you had a HAL, an intelligent assistant to help your operations teams. Well, we wake up every morning to make that a reality for you. Thank you.
It's extremely impressive. All these applications, of course, with beautiful user interfaces, really rock. And I can really see how many of our customers will be using this. Do your customers need to be running in AWS as well, or could it also be on-premise?
It's either is possible. Today, most of our customers are on AWS because it's just easier.
I hope so.
Data integration is a breeze,
Okay.
but this it works just as well on-premise.
Yeah, I actually have a question about that. How do you help your customers select the right data sources to actually move into your system? Because it only works if they can get 100% total view of all the operations going on. So how do you select the data for that?
That's what a lot of our learning system is. We believe in automated configuration. So we detect your entire application stack because we're hooked into, we have third-party access to your EC2 and CloudWatch. We're pulling that data in. We're configuring all the data collection automatically because we've detected. Okay. All
so you have
components.
to run an agent on the host to actually to
which
enable
is standard with all these systems.
Okay, cool. Very, very cool. Thank you very much for launching here. It looks very good. Thank you for the great offer.
For your time.
I'm really happy. So with that, thank you very much for joining us here for these startups. Thanks for these 4 gentlemen to actually be willing to come up here and launch their startup. It's really amazing.